In the remote mountains of northern Vietnam, where clouds crawl between limestone peaks and ancient forests guard secrets older than memory, people say the wind can talk. It carries whispers, voices not of the living, but of something else, something that waits. They call it Ma Soul. To most outsiders, Ma Soul is just a word, a ghost story told by villagers in the dark. But for those who live in the shadow of the mountains, or by the winding rivers of the southern delta, Ma Soul is real. It's a spirit bound to a place, a spirit that sees those who pass and decides who may go and who must stay. In Vietnam, especially among the ethnic minorities of the Northwest, every tree, stone, and river has its own soul. The Hmong, the Dao, the Thai, and the Thai people believe the world is layered, the realm of humans below, and the world of spirits above and beneath. The balance between them must always be respected. When that balance breaks, when someone dies unjustly, or their body is never found, or their soul is forgotten, a Ma is born. Ma means ghost. Soul means hidden or lurking. Together, Ma Soul means the hidden spirit, the watcher that lingers unseen, often bound to a single spot. A crossroads, an old shrine, a lonely riverbank. Elders say that Ma Soul cannot leave the place it guards. It feeds on offerings and on attention. It is said to be both protector and punisher, a guardian for those who respect it, and a curse for those who mock it. Travelers crossing mountain passes still place small offerings, rice grains, coins, or betel leaves, at roadside shrines. It's not just habit, it's survival. One story, told in a remote village near Muang Lay, speaks of a man named Hung. He was from the lowlands, a trader who came to the mountains to buy herbs and honey. He laughed at the villagers' warnings, saying ghosts were for children. But one evening, as rain swept down from the peaks, Hung decided to take a shortcut through an abandoned path. The locals called it the Road of the Ma Soul. There was an old shrine at the entrance, nothing more than a wooden box nailed to a tree, with faded red paper hanging like dead skin. Hung didn't stop. He kicked aside the offerings, muttering, "Superstition." That night, the fog was so thick he could barely see his hand. His flashlight flickered, and somewhere ahead, he heard the faint click of footsteps. He called out, but no one answered. When he turned around, there were fresh footprints behind him, small, barefoot prints, leading nowhere. He felt a breath on his neck, a whisper, "Why did you take what's not yours?" The next morning, villagers found his motorbike at the edge of the trail, engine still warm. Hung was gone. They searched for 3 days. On the 4th, an elder poured rice wine at the shrine and whispered a prayer. Hours later, Hung's body surfaced in the river far below, face pale, eyes open, hands clenched as if still holding on to something invisible. From then on, travelers rebuilt the shrine. They leave rice and incense there even today. Some say, on quiet nights, if you listen closely, you can still hear Hung's voice warning others not to walk that road alone. Far from the misty peaks, in the endless green of the Mekong Delta, another legend of Ma Soul takes form. In the floating villages of Njong, people speak of a fisherman named Ba Lan. He was a quiet man, known for his strange habit of fishing only at night. He believed the river spirits guided him to the best spots, until one night they guided him somewhere else. The moon was hidden, the water was black. Then, out of the reeds, came a faint light, blue and trembling, like a lantern underwater. Ba Lan thought it was another fisherman, but when he called out, the light began to move, not away, but closer, hovering over the surface. Then came the voice, soft, almost kind, "Come closer, Ba Lan. The fish are here." He froze. No one had spoken his name. The light circled his boat. Beneath it, the water rippled though the air was still. He reached out and something cold brushed his wrist. In that instant, he saw her. A woman's face beneath the surface, eyes wide, hair floating like seaweed. She smiled without lips. Ba Lan screamed and rode back toward the village. When he returned, he found scratches on his arms shaped like fingers. The next morning, the village elder explained. That pond had been cursed years ago. A woman drowned there during a flood, her spirit tied to the banyan tree nearby. She was a Ma soul, forever calling to those who passed at night. Some said she lured them to their deaths. Others believed she warned fishermen of storms. Vietnamese culture, especially among the ethnic minorities, doesn't separate the living and the dead sharply. Spirits walk among people, eat with them, protect them, and sometimes punish them. To the people of the Northwest, spirits inhabit every mountain and stream. When someone dies, their soul must be properly guided home through rituals and songs, or it will wander as a Ma. If their death is sudden, by accident, war, or injustice, they may become Ma soul, tied to the place they perished. Among the people of the Mekong Delta, similar spirits are believed to dwell near trees and riverbanks. Offerings of sticky rice, incense, and flowers are made to keep peace with them. The villagers say that in the old days, the shamans were the bridge between the world of the living and the realm of the dead. They were feared, respected, and sometimes hated. A skilled shaman could heal a sickness, bless a newborn, or summon rain for the crops. But the most powerful ones, the ones who walked the edge of darkness, they could command spirits. They practiced what people called black magic, secret rituals whispered only from master to disciple. And among those rituals, none was more feared than the raising of Ma soul. To ordinary people, the Ma soul is a ghost. To the shaman, it is a tool, a servant bound by death. Through forbidden rites, they call the soul of a recently deceased person and trap it inside a house, usually in the corner, where shadows are thickest. Having a Ma soul in the house is both a blessing and a curse. People say that if you keep the spirit happy, it will protect your family. Your crops will grow well, your animals will stay healthy, and no thief will dare to enter your home. The Ma soul must be fed. Every day or every few nights, the family must place offerings in its corner, usually a bowl of rice, a piece of dried fish, and a small cup of rice wine. At night, when everyone is asleep, the offering bowl is often empty by morning. Some say rats or dogs eat it, but others believe the spirit itself consumes the essence of the food, leaving behind only the shell. Not every Ma soul stays peaceful. If the family forgets to make offerings or breaks a taboo, the spirit may turn against them. Never point at its corner. Pointing is seen as a sign of disrespect, can make the spirit angry. Never sleep near it. That space is sacred and dangerous. People who sleep too close often feel pressure on their chest or wake up gasping for air. Don't bring strangers to that corner. Outsiders are not welcome. If they enter the space or laugh at it, the spirit may follow them home. Breaking these taboos can lead to mysterious misfortunes, sickness, accidents, or even unexplained deaths. You might wonder, why would anyone want to keep such a dangerous spirit? To understand that, you have to imagine life in the mountains hundreds of years ago. People lived far from each other, surrounded by forests, with no police, no electricity, and no protection from wild animals or enemies. For them, a Ma soul was like a spiritual guardian, something powerful that could scare away anyone with bad intentions. They believe that even pretending to have one gives the house a kind of invisible shield. Today, the practice of keeping a Ma soul is no longer encouraged. Modern laws and beliefs discourage rituals involving human remains or spirits. The story of the Ma soul is more than just a legend. It is a warning about power, greed, and the danger of crossing the line between the world of the living and the world of the dead. If you ever travel to a quiet village in the northern mountains, and you see a house with a sealed corner, or a strange branch hanging above the doorway, don't point, don't ask, and never ever stay there overnight, because some corners still have eyes, and some spirits never sleep.